12 of the fantasy basketball season. And here's a few guards I've looked to add. And at the time of recording this video, none of these players are put on the safety and protocol list. The first guy, Terrence Ross, or the Orlando Magic. So Ross, he just came off the protocol list here, is Terrence Ross. And he missed the last couple weeks here for this Magic team. But now he's back, and he's going to play minutes off the bench here. And if you need some scoring and three-point shooting, I think he's a decent answer. Right now, Terrence Ross available in a whopping 75% of fantasy leagues on the season. 11.1 points a game, 2.4 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 1.4 threes a game, and 39% from the field. So right here, if you need scoring, like I mentioned, if you need some three-point shooting, he's going to be the guy. And he's still one of the best bench scoring players in the league. So right now, I would go out there. I give Terrence Ross an ad this week. The next guy is Javier Diablo of the Detroit Pistons. So what a week it's been for Diablo here. And he's been the hottest pickup in fantasy basketball this week. Added in 46% of fantasy leagues. So right now, he's still available in 49% of leagues here. And this might be the last chance for owners to go out there and get him before, obviously, he's off the wire. So on the season, 10.4 points a game, 4.1 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 1.2 steals a game, and 53% from the field. But the last couple weeks here for Diablo, 21.7 points a game, 8.2 rebounds, 3 assists, 3.2 steals a game, and 53% from the field. So right now, he's on a crazy hot streak. He's scoring the basketball at a great pace, especially the last few games. December 26th at the Spurs, 28 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, a block, a 3, 68% from the field. December 29th versus the New York Knicks, 31 points, 13 boards, 4 assists, 4 steals, a 3, 68% from the field. And then January 1st versus the San Antonio Spurs, a monster double-double, 34 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals, 2 blocks, and 40% from the field. So he's scoring. His steal numbers are great, with a whopping 12 steals in the last 3 games here for Diallo. And he'll give you great rebounding and assistance. So right now, like I mentioned, he's available in 49% of fantasy leagues. If you need a good guard or forward in your league, this guy's definitely an ad, and I would ride it out with him until he fizzles out or his playing time goes down. The next guard I looked at this week is Kyle Guy of the Miami Heat. So the Heat here, their players are dropping like flies on the safety and protocol list. We saw Vincent and Max Struss, who was a hot pickup last week, go on the protocol list. So Kyle Guy here, he just got inserted to playing here after signing a 10-day hardship deal with this Heat team. And he got thrown right into the fire the first game of the season for him, December 31st at Houston. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 4 threes, 75% from the field. And then January 2nd at the San Antonio Spurs, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, a block, and 46% from the field. So right now he's playing some major minutes here for the most part. 25, 30 minutes a game to start here for this Heat team. And right now he's available in 95% of fantasy leagues. He might only last 10 days on this roster, but we'll see. The next guard I looked at this week's Kobe White of the Chicago Bulls. So the Bulls still decimated with all these players on the safety and protocol list. And White on the season, 10.4 points a game, 2.6 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 1.8 threes a game, and 40% from the field. So the thing he's going to hurt you with is obviously field goal percentage. But he definitely could score the basketball. He definitely could hit the 3-ball here, is Cody White. And right now, I definitely would go out there and add him. Lonzo Ball's on the protocol list. I know it's only 5 days now if these guys come out clear and stuff and they're good to go. But right now, Kobe White, he could score. And he's playing good basketball, like I mentioned. The last few games from December 29th versus Atlanta. 17 points, 3 rebounds, a whopping 12 assists, a block, 3 threes, 42% from the field. December 31st at the Pacers, 24 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, a block, 6 threes, 63% from the field. Then January 1st at Washington, 20 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, 4 threes, and 50% from the field. So right here, he got added in 23% of fantasy leagues, but he's still available in 61% of fantasy leagues. So if you need some scoring and three-point shooting, I think White's a decent ad this week. In the 5th and final guard I looked at on the wire this week, Aaron Wiggins of the OKC Thunder. So Aaron Wiggins here get playing time with this team that it has a lot of guys as well in the safety and protocol list for the season here. For Wiggins, 6.6 points a game, 2.7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 55% from the field. So the last few games here for Wiggins in an expanded role. December 29th at the Suns, 22 points, 8 rebounds, an assist, 2 steals at 52% from the field. December 31st versus the Knicks, 13 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, a steal, 2 threes, and 62% from the field. And then January 2nd, as the game was in progress, 8 points, 5 rebounds, a steal, 2 threes, and 50% from the field. So right now, Aaron Wiggins, he's scoring the basketball. He's getting an opportunity. Pretty good three-point shooter as well for fantasy owners. And right now, he's available still in 77% of fantasy leagues. And even when guys come back for this Thunder team, I think he's going to play a role here on this team. He's a young player. They're rebuilding, obviously, and they got to look towards the future. And a guy like Wiggins is definitely a youngster they should look at. So that's a few guards I'd look to add here on the waiver wire for week 12 of the fantasy basketball season.